go a little bit lower. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Welcome to my channel. Today we are getting into the brand new Anastasia Beverly Hills Mini Norvina Collection Pro Pigment Palette Volume 3 with the little cherries on it. Now this one has got to be my favorite color story thus far. I've swatched it and it is amazing. I cannot wait to dig into this. I don't know what it is about the color selection with this palette, but it's just, oh, I can't wait to show you guys the swatches. So this palette is $29 for 9 shades. I did do a video on volume 1 and volume 2. I'll have that video in the cards and in the description box if you wanted to see the other 2 palettes swatched out and on my eyes. The other thing with this palette that I wanted to point out before I get into the swatches and the eye look is that this palette is not a very good deal money-wise. Not too bad, but the bigger palettes do have a better value per shadow than the smaller palettes, but these are a little bit more accessible to people, I feel like. But I know, I just could not resist the color story of this palette. I'm so in love with it. If you guys want me to do 3 looks using this palette, I would absolutely love to do that, because even though it's pink, reds, green, and blue, I do feel like there's some fun looks that I've been seeing around and I've just been dying to get my hands on it. So let me know if you'd like to see a 3 looks 1 palette with this new Anastasia palette. I also have a 3 looks 1 palette coming out tomorrow with the new Natasha Denona Love palette. So lots of Valentine's Day inspiration this week, but let's get into the swatches of this palette. Since they don't really have names, it's just kind of like A1 through C3 kind of a deal. I'm just gonna talk through and show you guys the swatches. There's one shade that's like it looks almost white, but then it has like a pinky iridescent to it. There's 2 glitters. There's 1 matte with some shimmer in it, and the rest are all matte shades. There is a burgundy, a red, a salmony color, and then a kind of a hot pink. It's really hard to show the more rainbow iridescent glitter because this glitter I feel like looks different in every single different lighting. Like it's pink, it's green, it's gold, has a little bit of purple. It's kind of a little bit everywhere. So depending on what you layer over it or the lighting that you're in, it's gonna look different. But now I need to put this on my eyes. So of course I'm gonna be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna fix up my eyebrows, prime my eyes, and I'll come back with you guys all zoomed in. All right, for once I have a look in mind that I wanna do with this palette, but I got my eyes all primed and ready to go. So the first shade that I'm gonna take is, I believe, B3, the more baby pink shade. And this look is gonna be pretty bright. I'm gonna just be focusing the color on like this upper part of my crease. All right, now I'm gonna take the shade C3, which is the more salmony pink red color, and just gonna go a little bit lower. Look at that. Oh my goodness. What? That is so pigmented. These are so bright and pigmented. I swatched them in store at Sephora and I was just blown away. I was like, oh my gosh. They blend like a dream. All right, now I'm gonna reach for C1. This is a little bit more of a true deeper red, like an actual cherry red. I'm just gonna go and put this on my outer V, kind of deepening everything up a little bit. And then I'm also gonna take that same shade and run it over or under my lower lash line, just on the outer corner. Oh, I'm mixing up the shades. Oh well. This is actually C3. So this is the dark, more burgundy shade. And I'm just gonna put this in this like really tiny triangle right here. All right, now it's time for the fun part. I'm gonna take the green shade C2. And this shade, I feel like it looks more like a seafoam green than a true green. But I'm gonna take it on a flat brush and put it more in the center of my lid. Being pretty careful with the reds because they are opposite of each other on the color wheel, so it can get a very strange color really fast. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the baby blue shade B2, and I'm gonna put this on my inner corner. Look at that, oh my gosh. And then patting it to make it blend with the green. And then I'm gonna take the kind of pinky shade and this shade mixed together and just lightly tapping over the green a little bit more. All right, and then now I'm gonna take that kind of whitey iridescent shade and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with that shade. And then I'm also gonna put that shade in my inner corner, and then I'm gonna go back in with that baby blue shade and I'm gonna place it right in the front of my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the blue shimmer shade and I'm gonna take it wet just so I don't have a lot of fallout, and I'm gonna pat it into my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the magical glitter shade and I'm gonna put that on my inner corner. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back. All right, and this is the finished look. I love how this turned out. It's so bright, so like, I don't know, it just screams summer to me and I love it. But just to catch you guys up to speed, I used the Fenty Beauty Fly Pencil eyeliner in Lady Lagoon on my waterline, which matches the matte blue shade pretty well in my opinion. And then for my lips, I use the Fenty Beauty Stunna lip paint in Unlocked, which matches the kind of reddish pink we got going on. And then I want to zoom you guys in to get one last look of this final look all finished. I think it looks absolutely stunning. Everything blended so well. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. No fallout, pigmented. I'm just so happy with this. Another quick thing that I wanted to add about this little palette is that I feel like there isn't a lot of dupes with this palette in the regular big palettes, which is awesome because I felt like the volume 1 and the volume 2 did have some dupes. So this is the volume 3, and as you can see, the reds really don't compare, greens don't compare at all. And then this one is the volume 2 palette, and again, I kind of thought that the shade C2 was going to be a little bit comparable to the green and blue, but they really are not. Everything is very unique with this palette, which is why I think I like it a little bit more because it adds even more to these palettes. And then another cool thing about this palette, about these smaller palettes, is that these big old palettes are nice to travel with, like just bringing one big palette that's gonna have everything you need in it. But like on the day-to-day, like you can just pull this palette out and add it in with any other neutral palette. Like I'd love to pair up the Carly Bible palette with this mini palette. Let me show you. You know, like this one is pretty neutral every day, but it still has like some fun springy colors in it. And then you can add this to get like your more vibrant pops of color in with your regular palettes. But definitely this color story, I am so obsessed with this color story. I don't know what it is. I guess like I haven't had a lot of this together, and then because it's in like a mini capsule palette, I just love it even more. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think I should do a 3 looks with this palette. Let me know what you think of the look I did today. I am so ready for summer. It is actually like 40 degrees outside. It's super cold. It's not super cold, but it's cold to me. And I'm in need of summer to come quickly. Not even spring yet. And I'm like, summer, where are you? But yes, so obsessed with the palette. Definitely my favorite of the mini palettes for sure. But that is it for this video. If you guys haven't seen my initial video with the new Natasha Denona Love Story collection, I'll have that video right over here for you guys. This video will be suggested to you by YouTube, and my face will be right here. You can click on it and subscribe to my channel.